Welcome in, welcome back. PTSD Sports Play-by-Play. My name is Rich, United States Navy, and I'm just trying to catch my breath because I just got done mowing the lawn. So I'm wide awake, adrenaline is pumping, let's get right to it. Leave the stress at the door and let's have a good time. Shout outs, of course, all military veterans. Active, inactive, veteran. You guys have all my respect, all my love. I'm with you. Pass this on to all other veterans you know. This channel isn't for me. As I mentioned, it's all for veterans. This is a place for us, guys. A place for us to feel at home, not judged, but loved. Miles in London, my beautiful daughter, my handsome son, 13 years old, 8-year-old. I love you guys very much. Call me anytime you want. You're always on my mind. I love you very much, guys. Rob Funk, he is in a band, SRB Trio, military alphabet, that's Sierra, Romeo, Bravo, Trio. Look them up. Rob Funk is the man. Pennsylvania native. He is a great guitarist. You will not be wasting your time. YouTube, SRB Trio. Check out his band. New subscriber, Danielle and Mackenzie. Thank you so much for subscribing. And again, this is all about vets. So if you know of any veterans, this is a place for us. American Legion brothers, Bill, Chris, Steve, Dan, and Heather. Without you guys, your friendship means so much to me. Thank you so much for making the American Legion home. I love you. Thank you so much. First, I want to start off with a quote. Get your pen and paper for this one because I like this one a lot. Quote, Winston Churchill, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." I ought to recite that to myself every morning when I wake up. That is a great one to live by, a great motto to go with. Pass it on to any friends who are having a difficult time in life. That's going to be a game changer. Major League Baseball, MLB, opening day was a couple days ago. I think it was Friday. Whatever your team is, my team is the Philadelphia Eagles. That's football. Philadelphia Phillies, that's my team for baseball. My son and my daughter are also big Phillies fans. Whatever your team is, Yankees, Red Sox, whatever your team is, let me know. I'll be glad to follow them. I'll be glad to keep up and keep you guys abreast on all the wins, losses, and dramatic comebacks. NBA playoffs and a new league called USFL starts April 16. I think there's only a couple days left in the regular season for NBA, the basketball. I believe my 76ers are going to face the Raptors in the first round. Again, whatever your basketball team is, let me know. I'll be glad to also follow them just like I do with baseball. And USFL is a league, as I mentioned before. It's a football league, much like NFL, but I'd say it's a minor league to the major leagues, which is NFL. So you and I are going to have to figure this out on our own. USFL, I think this is their first year, so this is going to be brand new to me and you. Top 5 teams in the NBA. I want to tell you about this. In the Eastern Conference, the top 5 teams in the Eastern are all within 5 games. That is a tight-knit conference. Keep your eye on that. A win or a loss could knock somebody out. That's pretty dramatic. You can pretty much call this April Madness, much like you called NCAA March Madness. This is NBA April Madness. Let's see what we got here. UFC. Ultimate Fighting Championship. A very good match between an Australian featherweight champion, Volkanovski, versus the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung. He's the master submission artist. This guy, he came up with this, what the heck was it called? The first time that this submission was ever articulated, was ever put into submission in UFC history. This guy, I mean, you have to give it up for the Orientals. I mean, those guys are on their game. They know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They know Muay Thai from Thailand. Overseas guys are legit. Be careful when you're fighting those guys. Both of them are fathers. So, both of them, I really don't have a horse in a race. But because Chan Sung Jung is a military veteran of Korea, hats off to you. You served your country. Well done, sir. Unfortunately, the first round was owned by the Australian with nasty jabs. If you're a boxing fan, you'll really enjoy this one. I know UFC is not boxing. Boxing is not UFC. But when UFC opponents go the distance, they just box it out and they don't even bother grappling, taking it to the ground. That's a boxing match all in itself. So as I mentioned, most of the fight was stand-up until the final minute of the third round was the beginning of the end for Jung. He had what's it called? Noodles for legs, or legs for noodles, whatever you want to call it. He couldn't keep his knees buckled. He was floppy. He was just barely standing up with the last 30 seconds in the third round. Beginning of the fourth round, it was over. Yeah, I don't even know why they continued the fight. Volkanovski got the TKO, retained the featherweight belt. Into football, Philadelphia Eagles. Any Philadelphia Eagle fans out there, like my son and daughter? Eagles just signed a former Olympian, tongue twister, a track star and an Oregon grad, Devin Allen, to a 3-year contract. Now, Eagle fans out there, do you remember Deshaun Jackson, number 10? The guy had a rocket booster up his butt. I am very excited to see what this track star, Devon Allen, can bring to the table. We've already got Devontae Smith, Hurts for quarterback, young Bucks, adding another young kid to the roster. I really see a great potential for next year. I'm very excited for the NFL season next year. Boxing. Rob Funk, here's your boxing. Grab your popcorn. Here it comes. Ryan Garcia, a 23-year-old undefeated. Yes, undefeated. That is very rare to find in the boxing world. Ryan Garcia going up against Emmanuel Tagoe. Tagoe, I think it is. 32 straight wins. Not undefeated, but still 32 straight. Hats off to you, sir. I don't know how you do it. That Tagoe did have more experience in the ring than Garcia. But unfortunately, Garcia had a noticeable height and reach advantage. Reach meaning from your shoulder to your fingertips. That's your reach. And Tagoe, he seemed almost a foot smaller than Garcia. It really seemed like it was an NFL team going up against a high school team. It was really a mismatch. Tagoe falls in the second round from a fury of 1-2 punches by Garcia. Garcia is lightning fast. His hands hit you before you even know what's coming. Tagoe spent most of his time on the ropes, just like hugging the ropes. You know what I mean? Like having your back to the ropes. Garcia kept bringing the heat, bringing the intensity, and Tagoe couldn't even get any offense accumulated. Unfortunately, yes, the phenom Ryan Garcia did take it in 12 rounds. He went 12 rounds. I don't know why I didn't go 15. Anyways, 12 rounds was the distance. Garcia obviously was the victor. Tagoe was just he was outboxed. I really felt like Tagoe should face someone with the same reach and with the same height. It really wasn't fair. I mean, again, I didn't have a horse in the race, but as an outsider, come on. I'd like to see a better matchup, a tail to tape, as they call it. Golf, Masters. I don't follow golf, so all golf enthusiasts out there, stay with me here. I'm going to try to do this. The great old US of A, God bless America, US of A finished in first place. That's something to be, little golf clap. Yeah, the phone vibrated a little bit. Sorry about that. I gave myself a golf clap. Scotty Scheffler for the USA. Awesome. Bringing it home for good old USA. But unfortunately, here's some bad news. A disappointing finish for the Hall of Famer Tiger Woods. 13 over par. I'm not going to pretend I know what that is. All I know is that it's 13 over par, and apparently that's a bad score. So again, I appreciate your patience, veterans out there. Don't make fun of me. First time golf took notes on this. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Maybe you guys can help me out there. But still, Tiger Woods, even though he finished horribly in this one event, he's still going down as one of the best of all time, right next to Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicklaus? Crap. Which one was it? Jack Nicklaus or Jack Nicholson was the golfer? I don't know, guys. I'm just having a blast doing this video. I hope you're really enjoying it as well. This is so much fun. NASCAR. Last thing I want to get into is NASCAR. All right. This went right down to the final lap. And honestly, I really want to truly say this is one of the most exciting NASCAR races I have ever watched. The final lap, there was a fight at the very end of the race. There was actually a fight. The race car drivers got out of their gosh darn cars and started swinging at each other. Yeah, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is a grandson of the Hall of Famer Joe Gibbs from the Washington Redskins. Ty Gibbs and Sam Mayer at Martinsville Speedway, the final lap. Ty landed a 1-2 punch. I know I'm talking NASCAR, but having boxing mixed in with NASCAR, it's the perfect mixed drink, if you will. Sam Mayer did deserve those punches, though, because he took his number 1 car and pushed Gibbs, the number 54 car, right into the wall. Now, I know, do whatever you can to get the W, anything you can to raise the trophy, but that was a bit, unsportsmanlike, cutthroat. I guess a win is a win. So you do what you have to do to get the W, but still, maybe Sam Mayer was a little jealous that Ty Gibbs won the first stage and he led pretty much all the final stage. With only 2 laps left, I witnessed the best crash of my life. Just when you think this NASCAR race can't get any better, with 2 laps to go, you guys already know the fight, but the crash, at least 10 cars, 5 and 5. At least 10 cars, 1 car hit another guy, and it was a domino effect. It was a ripple. It was crash, like almost half the field, half the race cars got involved in this massive wreck with just 2 laps to go. I had a great time doing this video, guys. My name is Rich. Pass this on to all veterans. I mean nothing but love. I hope you do the same. God bless you guys.